You also, guys, my name is Mr. Freeze2244. If you are looking for the Dread's Curse featured contract walkthrough, just skip to the timestamp that I've marked on the screen and it will take you straight to it. But for now, the first part of this video, I just want to talk about a few things and basically the current state of everything going on in my life and everything that's going on with YouTube right now. Now, considering all the stuff that's happening around the world right now, I don't need to say what it is because I'll get demonetized. It's heavily affected a lot of things around the world. So one of the other things that people haven't really been paying much attention to is affected YouTube quite a lot. Now, YouTube have been getting a lot of views from from people isolating themselves, and which is obvious. But when it comes to how people make money from YouTube videos, it all comes from ad revenue. And when it comes to ad revenue, there really isn't much out there in terms to advertise because everything everywhere is pretty much closed. So the consumer demand for advertisers isn't there. So there just isn't enough to go around. There's so many people that are on YouTube right now and there's not enough adverts to go around, and even if there was adverts, it's just not paying a lot at all. Let's just say that. Right now, I'm getting the same average of views across the entire channel that I was averaging in November. And in November, I was making 90% more than what I'm making currently, with exactly the same amount of average views. Now, my growth of my channel is still there. I'm still getting subscribers, I'm still getting views across the entire channel. However, I've got a 90% pay cut. So my motivation to be making new videos is just at an all-time low. I mean, this is genuinely this is my work. This is what I do for a living. I can't work any physical kind of job because of health issues that I have that I've discussed in the past. So that's the reason why I opened up Patreon in the first place. This was like 3.5 years ago when I first mentioned Patreon, and I haven't really been promoting it a lot since then. And past 2 years came along, YouTube have come up with a membership scheme where you can support your favorite YouTubers by clicking the join button and being subscribed to it's like a premium subscription kind of thing. Basically, like if you know what a Twitch subscription is, then it's like YouTube's version of that, but they call it memberships, and that's what YouTube have, and that's what's been activated on my channel. But again, I don't promote this a lot. I only say it like briefly at the end of each video, and by that time 90% of you guys have already clicked off the video anyway. But yeah, a lot of people said I should promote it a lot more, but I just simply don't, because I just don't like doing that on YouTube. It's just the way it is. But as in terms of where it leaves me on my YouTube channel, it's making me not want to upload anything, because I'm literally making pennies from new videos. Like, I will spend 4 or 5 hours on one video, then make, I don't know, 50p if I'm lucky in 5 days time. It's just so ridiculously low that it's not motivating me to do anything at all right now, especially since I've done everything there is to do in Hitman 2 anyway. I mean, I could do featured contracts, elusive targets and stuff like that, but they're few and far in between, and we don't know when Hitman 3 because it's going to come along. So I'm stuck in a situation where I need to keep uploading to keep my channel going. However, the motivation for it just isn't there because I'm not getting any out of it, really. So I just thought I'd let you know where I'm standing on all this situation. And I know a lot of people have unsubscribed. I know a lot of Patreon pledges have deleted their pledge from me. A lot of YouTube memberships have been cancelled as well. Probably because they've gotten what they needed to do from my channel and they've decided to move on to somewhere else, or they've just done with the game, or I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm not uploading enough to justify supporting me in any shape or form, which is, I understand that, but at the end of the day, everyone's in their hardship time right now. Everyone's in a really difficult situation, but I just thought I'd let you know in the position I'm in right now as well when it comes to YouTube. And I'm pretty certain it's not just me, it's all your other favourite YouTubers as well going through this stuff. We really can't go into the details about everything because we're just not allowed to do that. If I could talk to different YouTubers, then it would be great, but the fact that I can't, it's very difficult to explain everything really. I'm just so held back by all the rules and stuff. So yeah, but I'm just letting you guys know, if you do want to support me, I do have a Patreon. The link is in the description, or I'll pop up on the screen as you can see right now. You don't have to pledge. It's entirely up to you if you want to support me or not. But I'm really grateful for all the people that have stuck by me still, all the way up to this day. Even the high tier members, even the low tier members, any kind of membership, any kind of pledges on Patreon, all that's supported me for such a long time. I really, really do appreciate it. It means a lot to me, because it's getting us through this difficult time and this isolation and everything that's going on right now. It's quite bad, yeah. So anyway, that's all I really pretty much wanted to say. In regards to videos, I've been looking at doing featured contracts. However, I'm not been enjoying what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a lot of 5 target contracts and all that kind of stuff. I'm more interested in doing probably subscriber contracts rather than featured ones, because featured ones heavily feature the same sort of people that are being highlighted every month, which I'm not a big fan of, because I feel like other people should get a look in as well. But yeah, I don't really know what else to say on that subject. But yeah, I want to be doing videos, but I don't know what to do videos on. So I am rambling like crazy right now, but that's just how it is. Also, anyway, I'm not actually going to mention that. Forget it. I'm just going to go and move on to the featured contract video now. So, adios. All the information is there about what I said. Like I said, in the description, my Patreon, membership, all that kind of stuff. Thank you very much for listening to me, and enjoy the walkthrough. So this is the Dread Pirate's Curse featured contract. So this is the briefing. Long ago, a legendary pirate ruled over the Maldives for years, until his ultimately demise at the hands of his first mate. Ever since the betrayal, there have been reports of the Dread Pirate rising from the grave to exact revenge on Patreons on Haven Island. The owner of the resort would like us to eliminate 4 people who have failed to pay for the resort's services. He also requested for it to look like a ghost of the Dread Pirate has committed all the hits himself. Good luck 47. This is made by Supreme Commander Ike, so I think it's one of the first contracts I've actually done by him. Right, so you have 4 targets, so we have to kill all of them in a suit, and we have to do 1 starfish with a thrown item, pirate saber thrown item, seashell thrown item, and the Black Almond's dagger melee. And there is some extra complications added to this featured contract as well, which is that we have to avoid collateral damage by only eliminating the targets. We can't change disguises from the start, so we can only stick to our suit, and we can't pacify anybody in any way. We can't knock anyone out or anything like that. So this is the loadout I went with. Went with a Black Almond's dagger, because that's what we have to bring along with us. I'm going to start in the Shark Hut, and in the Shark Hut we're going to bring the Jill's Pirate Saber. I'm going to bring along the Seeker 1, and I'm also going to do it in the Buccaneer outfit as well, just to add a little bit to it. So first of all, from the very start, we need to get inside the hut and then go and grab our briefcase real quick. And our first target is just going to be across here. So we're going to have to distract him underneath this little building right here. And to do that, we are going to wait for him to walk past this guy that's sitting down in front of us. Here's the starfish that we need to use. So as soon as he gets past that guy sitting down, we're going to throw the starfish against that wall right there. If you throw it anywhere else, for some reason he just doesn't come down, so that's the reason why I threw it in that direction. And instead of going to taking the stairs that's right in front of him, for some reason he goes back and takes the stairs at the back of the area, so it takes even longer, but never mind. So we need to take him out by throwing the starfish at his head, so we're waiting for him to get a little bit further into the area before we do it, because we don't want his body being found. And then once we've taken care of that, we can head over to where the main area is, in the middle, where the pool is and stuff. Because we need to retrieve our a couple of things. We need to retrieve another shell to take out someone. So we're just heading in this direction. We need to do this relatively quickly as well, because the timing can be bad in some sort of areas, which I'll explain in a moment. So once we leap over this fence, we're in a trespassing area. So we're going to stay crouched and we're going to walk. We're not going to rush, we're not going to run. We're going to stay crouched walking. Get behind this building over here and throw a coin in this direction to distract the guard. If you don't do that, he will turn around and he will spot you. So make sure you throw that coin over there. Grab the shell that's on the floor head back into the bushes as quickly as you can. And again, once you're in the bushes, all hidden and concealed, make sure you're walking through the bushes again. Once you've leapt back over the wall, you're now free to roam around. Our second target is going to be in front of us, so stay crouched in the bushes, pull out your seeker, and go ahead and shoot her in the tit. Or any way you choose to shoot. I don't know why I said that. This guy is a bit annoying to shoot because he's walking, so you might want to wait for him to stop first before you take him out or anything like that, but it's up to you. But anyway, he's going to go head to the bathroom after she goes to the bathroom. He's heading that direction. I don't know why he heads in that direction. It's probably because he wants to go to the same bathroom as this woman here. But as soon as we take her out with the black almond dagger, he's going to start heading in this direction. So as soon as we take her out, he will come back through this area. Here he comes. So it's a little bit inconvenient, but we want to make sure that we make him sick as soon as possible for this to work, because we need to isolate him. The only issue here is once he's heading to the bathroom, there is an NPC that goes into the bathroom, and it depends on the timing of what you're doing, really, when it comes down to this. See the guy walking down the stairs? He is heading to the bathroom right now, and this guy who's heading to the toilet, he's about to see the body as well. So we need to make sure we take him out before that other guy comes in. So we're going to throw the shell at the back of his head, quickly drag his body into the room, and as the NPC enters the bathroom, he's at the perfect angle to not see what we're doing over here. So you don't really need to worry too much about it. So you honestly do have plenty of time, as long as you're not really out in the open. So you don't need to worry too much about that. But make sure you pick up all the weapons and everything that's dropped on the floor and shut the door behind you before you leave, otherwise he will spot the body. So we have one more target left, and he's a little bit of an annoying one because we have to take him out with the sword, but he's a guy that's on like a jet ski, and his body can easily get found, so we need to make sure that we get rid of the two NPCs that can see his body. These are the two people on the beach right here. So what we're actually going to do is head over to these bushes over here, take out the sword out of the briefcase, and then drop the sword on the floor. Pick the briefcase back up, head over to where these two people are, and we need to watch out for this woman because she does like to turn her head around quite a lot. So once she sits down, we're going to go ahead and place the briefcase on the floor. She should see that briefcase, and then go ahead and take that out of the area. We're going to pull out our weapon now, or one of the guns that you have, and then place that on the floor behind this dude. Go ahead and bump into him enough so he gets up and turns around and sees it, and then he should walk off and tell a guard about the gun that's on the floor. So now you have just a small amount of time to take out this guy right here on the jet ski. So we're going to quickly throw out his head, and his body's going to be like hidden in the river for now. The water, well, not the river, the sea for now. And we're going to head straight to the exit. We want to head to the exit as quick as we can, because we don't want that couple to come back and see the body in the water. Let's see if we can get up here. There we go. But yeah, it's actually took a while to do, really. I've been out of the loop for Hitman for quite a while now, so it was refreshing to do some of these stuff again. But it actually did take a while to do this. But I'm hoping that because I got this requested on Twitter, so that's why I did this one first. But if you got any good requests or any decent featured contracts that I would like, then let me know in the comments, and I'll be sure to check those out if it looks okay. So once we've headed to the exit here, we can take a look at our score and see how well we did. So we got Silent Assassin there in 5 minutes 37, not a bad time. And there you go. That's pretty much going to do for that walkthrough. Again, thank you for listening to me at the start of the video. I know there's a lot to process and a lot to go through, but it's just something I needed to say and make sure I get out there some information. But when it comes to Patreons and memberships, all your names will be listed here, as I've done right here. And again, a big shout out to all the people on this list here that's continue to help me and support me through all of this stuff. And yeah, I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening to me. Thank you so much for all the support. I'll see you guys later. Cheers.